Hi, Virgo. Welcome to your reading. We're going to be talking about what you can expect or what you need to know about this next chapter that you're moving into. So, you pulled the Cancer card. Okay, so part of you is adopting Cancer energy within this next chapter. And then you also pulled the seventh house. Okay, so that's super exciting. So, let's talk about how this is, changing up your next chapter, what you can expect. So, with this Cancerian energy, you are becoming the doula. You'll be feeling your emotions a lot more. You'll become more sympathetic, more comforting. You're really leaning into nostalgia or things from the past that make you feel very comfortable or just very good about yourself and your life. You could become more protective of yourself and the people that you love. You are definitely becoming more intuitive. Okay, some of you guys could be becoming pregnant or getting someone pregnant within this next chapter. There's a very tender energy that you have here. You also could be someone who stays up a lot at nighttime. So there's something very nocturnal or even insomnia ridden with your energy, Virgo, okay? You could be a lot more caring. You could come off a little bit moody. You're more receptive, or you're in an energy of allowing or accepting new things. You are very open to new things. So that is something that you learned in your last chapter. So you're more receptive in this new chapter, definitely more sentimental. You could become more introverted, so you definitely will not be as social as you used to be, but I feel like you're going to like it that way. And definitely much more family oriented, okay? All right, and then with the seventh house, you can expect this next chapter to find your partner, your soulmate, or you could already be connected to that person and you guys will be strengthening your relationship. There's a great deal of companionship in this next chapter for you. You also could be strengthening your bond with a best friend or making a best friend. Marriage is a theme that's coming up for you in this next chapter, relationships, being balanced, finding your balance in life again, which is really nice. Sharing with the people that are the closest to you, so having an intimate circle, but not so much a big social circle anymore. Also, justice, so karmic justice, things working out in your favor, feeling like the wheel is turning for you, and social awareness as well. Okay. All right. So with that being said, let's go ahead and jump into your reading. Let's see, what does Virgo need to know about this next chapter that's coming up ahead for them? What does Virgo need to know about this next chapter? What does Virgo need to know at this time about their next chapter? Give me some messages, please. All right. We have the Five of Wands on this side of the deck. And then we also have the Eight of Swords on this side of the deck. Okay. So I definitely feel like in this chapter, you are a little bit more cautious when it comes to people in social situations. I don't know what that's about. You could have some fears or doubts around making new friends or allowing people into your life. Maybe you've suffered a lot of judgment in your past. You feel like people were judging you, judging your decisions, judging your opinions about things, judging, your thoughts, judging your goals. Okay. So I feel like you're just way more protective. And a part of you is in an energy of like, staying very confined to one space, being an introvert, staying on your lonesome, not trusting people to be vulnerable, okay? Maybe only your closest groups, which is like your closest family, your partner, and then your closest friends. But other than that, you definitely do not trust to open up to nobody new. You don't want to invite people into your life where they're going to place their opinions and judgments against you. We do have the Five of Wands here. So there is someone challenging you here, but it feels very petty. So there are some petty instances that you could be going through in this next chapter that only makes you want to stay confined even more. Okay. It doesn't feel like big deals, feels very petty. Could also be people who are missing your presence, missing your energy, that could be starting drama to get your attention It feels like it's not doing well for you, by the way. That's not the way to get your attention. So I just see you being very reserved in this next chapter, okay? But just know that people are going to feel some type of way. Now, the cards that you pulled here, we have the Six of Swords. We have the Two of Pentacles. And we also have the Seven of Wands. Oops. Okay. All right. So with that Six of Swords, I feel like you are going through a transitional period. And part of being in the Six of Swords is cutting out distractions, bad influences, or bad people. People who held you back, people who stop your growth, people who distract you. That's part of the Six of Swords. So I can see how you're isolating yourself for the greater goal that you have, which is reaching, calmer waters. You could be tired of the drama and toxicity involved in a certain situation, and you're trying to move away from it. But again, there's going to be people who are going to feel like your distance, feel some type of way about your distance that you're creating. And I do see petty drama associated to that. So you're just kind of like coasting by. You're trying to figure out your life, move forward, and there's people here who feel some type of way about maybe the changes in their routine that involved you. Okay. Clarify the Six of Swords for Virgo. Six of Wands. Oh my goodness. Okay, so definitely having a lot of achievement in this next chapter. You could be, getting a bigger role. You could be starting a new job. You could be making more money, starting a business. There's a lot of achievement and success from you separating yourself from a certain environment. Now, you also will be making a new friend. There's a new friend here or a new friend group here. You are definitely finding your soul tribe, people who really support you and uplift you. As you're getting attention from this new energy, past energy that you tried to push out or that you tried to separate yourself from will feel some type of way, okay? So I am seeing that. There is community in your life, so it's not like you're just this big loner who just doesn't speak to anyone. You do have your closest friend group, but when it comes to outside of that, you're not interested in opening that up. And there are people who are going to feel some type of way. People also may feel some type of way too because you're going to be getting so much recognition, rewards, success, and blessings. You're going to be on your high horse, and there's going to be certain people who are not invited to your celebration, to your party, that are just not as close to you as they used to be. So that's going to make people feel some type of way as well. If they focused on their own life, they wouldn't be so hot and bothered, but, it is what it is. Tell me about the Six of Swords even further. Seven of Pentacles, okay? A lot of the way that you're going to cut out any distractions or bad habits that you're trying to move away from is by staying productive and being very patient as well. You have big successes happening for you, but when it comes to a huge goal that you have, it is going to happen, but it takes time, and the universe wants to make sure you have successfully transitioned from your past to bring that towards you. So just staying very productive, staying disciplined with a routine or a ritual, working really hard, saving your money with the Seven of Pentacles, that's allowing for you to, cut out the BS, cut out the distractions. It's just kind of staying productive. So that's going to be part of your journey in this next chapter. We have the Two of Pentacles here. I love this card for you because it shows that you are finding balance, especially when it comes to your finances. So you can find that you're coming out of an area where you could have been paying, you could have been getting like living out of paycheck to paycheck. Or if you felt like you had a lot of debt, you are definitely getting that handled in this next chapter. Your bank accounts will be very balanced. Your debt is going to be very balanced. You also could be finding another stream of income that will add to your monthly revenue, which is really nice. And you also could be receiving some help from like a partner here or someone that you may be living with that helps balance out your responsibilities. So it's a really good time for your finances in this next chapter. You'll find that you have more free time. You're going to have more free time because things are becoming more balanced and you have planned accordingly, you budget correctly, or you even have help. Someone's helping here. Clarify the Two of Pentacles for Virgo. All right, Nine of Wands. You could be also putting in some strong defenses when it comes to your finances. So this could be like, um, changing your passwords, budgeting ahead of time, making sure that you're on a schedule with certain things. You also could be not opening up about your successes or your achievements. So if you're getting a bonus in this next chapter, you're not telling your friends or your family like you used to. You may not even tell your partner about it. You're keeping things very private. You're moving forward from some type of financial hardship, and you're going to find that you're becoming more balanced, but you're setting certain boundaries that you didn't have before that's allowing for this to happen. So also when it comes to people who may need your money, maybe asking you for a favor, for a loan, you're saying no to those things, which allows you to kind of get your life back in balance, which is really nice. Also, you've had a big theme, Virgo, of proving people wrong, which I loved. I love to witness that for you, because it's just so funny when you have people who are doubting or don't believe in your dreams or your desires, and then you actually make it happen. So there could be something romantically that you prove people wrong about, because you are stepping into the energy of the seventh house, which is like partnerships, talks about marriage and things like that. You could be proving someone wrong about a certain partner that you're seeing or your relationship. You could be proving people wrong when it comes to your money, and also when it comes to achieving your goals. This is going to be a really great chapter where you kind of have the last laugh. Okay? Tell me more. All right, Four of Pentacles. Again, you may be a little bit more stingy with your resources, with your assets, with your money, but it's going to do you very well because you're going to up your status by doing so. You may have to look at like all the money that you loaned out last year and then compare it to this year coming up, and you'll see where you could have done yourself wrong by being too generous or giving people special access to you that kind of slowed you down. All of that is out the window. And this is allowing for you to stand into the stability or status that you desire. So I love that for you. You're going to have a lot more shopping money this next chapter, which is nice. Okay, so last card we have here is the Seven of Wands. This is that card of proving yourself to people, even though you don't need to prove yourself to anybody. But I see you having the last laugh in a lot of situations where people doubted you. Okay, so let's see what's coming through for you here. It's something that you defended or that you continue to put out there even when people were doubting you. That's going to be a big success. Clarify the Seven of Wands. Nine of Cups. Okay, so one of your deepest desires is coming true. In this next chapter, if the universe had to ask you, what do you want right now? What's your biggest wish? Think about that. What's your biggest wish? Okay, that's the Nine of Cups. It's like, what is your deepest desire right now? What would make you so fulfilled and so happy? You're going to have that in this chapter. It's right around the corner, by the way. So this is happening for you very soon. It's something that you're expecting or that you're foreshadowing in your life. So you already have created this vision ahead and you're actually stepping into it in your next chapter. So what is your greatest desire right now? Is it financial? Is it between a business or a job or your career? Is it romance? Is it adventure? What is it? Is it, your transformation? What is it for you? When you can pinpoint what that is, know that it is happening in this next chapter. You are going to be proving a lot of people wrong. With that Seven of Wands, it could be so much pressure on you when you're trying to assert yourself into your destiny, and you may have told people about it. So now you have an audience and people keep giving you all of their opinions and their judgments and, speaking down on you, or even just saying that your goals are not achievable. It takes a very strong person, a very resilient person to be able to stand up and continue, even though there's so much doubt and people are projecting their fears on you. And I see that because you didn't give up with something, it's actually coming true in this next chapter. It's something that a lot of people told you were unrealistic or told you that you need to take your head out of the clouds. Maybe people thought that a certain relationship wasn't going to work out for you. That is happening. So whatever people doubted about you is happening in the next chapter, and you're going to have the last laugh, and everybody's going to have to see it. That's just what I'm seeing here. And I love this energy for you because it's a lot of pressure with that energy, but you just refuse to give up. You stayed very focused and concentrated on yourself. You prioritize yourself, which could be really hard for you to do, Virgo, because you are a big caretaker to a lot of people. Um, and because you did that, because you changed that narrative, this is why this is going to come true for you. So I'm very excited about this chapter up ahead for you. It seems very positive, happy, a sense of achievement, which I feel like you really deserve. And yeah, I'm excited to see how this plays out. All right, so Virgo, that's what I have for you. I love you guys so much. Please like the video, comment down below, subscribe to my channel. Make sure to hit the notification bell so you don't miss out on the next one coming up soon. And I'll speak to you guys in the next one. All right. Bye, Virgo.